Oh, Doctor Strange done been caught by Thor. He done got caught lacking. So as we go in, we got Doctor Strange of Asgard, chapter 3. And starts off with Strange being a little sassy fella as he is, because old girl was talking to him. She was like, someone was fell out of your window, if I remember right. And Strange was like, well, technically, I didn't knock him through. He jumped. So this sassy bastard. But yeah, as we go in, Strange's dark troll skull, it ends up being fake, and the seller doesn't have any because they're rare. So the chapter primarily hinges on him having to go find a dark troll skull, and so he gets a team because those people new to Asgard aren't allowed to go on a hunt without a accompanied hunter with them. So they get attacked, start getting mixed up, and then dark trolls come to save them. And they were chilling, and then the leader of the pack, she was after she found out, she was like, "Oh, well, you gonna go cut off my head or cut off my kids' heads for your little skull?" And Strange was like, "Oh, well, I mean, you got any like just corpses or skulls just lying around?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, sure. There's some corpses over there. Go take them." And Strange was like, "Uh huh." And Strange said it took him an hour to realize if she was being sarcastic or not, and she wasn't. So yeah, they were chilling, drinking mead, all this. But then an assassin comes and cuts off her head. That might be the same guy that attacked Strange, unless I'm remembering wrong. And they blame Strange and his crew, thinking that the assassin was with them. So the chapter ends looking like they failed, just for it to be shown that that one of them took the girl's head. But yeah, it was something. She had some nice little banter, like back when she was talking to Strange. Strange was like, "Are all the trolls like you?" And she was like, "What do you mean by that?" Strange was like, what do you mean, And then she was talking about, "Oh, you mean that?" And she was like, "Well, I met Thor one time, and he said you're the sexiest dark troll I've ever seen. The first sexy dark troll." And it's like, man, that's why I love Thor saying shit like that. But speaking of Thor, the chapter ends with Strange sneaking back into his house, and Thor and Sif are there. Thor's like, "We have words, Steven." Thor and Sif standing there like they just and like their black parents catching a kid sneaking back in. Thor, I mean not Thor. Strange done got caught by mom and pop sneaking in. So yeah, Thor has some words.